Hi, my name's Jason Daniels and I'm a director here at Business Depot. Things are tough out there at the moment, so I wanted to talk about my top 10 tips for improving cash flow in your business and making sure your debtors are under control. So the first one is making sure you've got clear contracts or engagements in place with your customers so that they know exactly what you're going to be invoicing or billing for and when. The second one is invoicing in a timely manner. If you're providing stock or you're providing services, making sure that you're invoicing with the goods or invoicing as soon as the services have been provided. Any concern or any discussion to be had, it's had at the time. As soon as your invoice is in their system, the more likely you are to get paid sooner. If you're not invoicing until the end of the month or the end of the quarter, and you'd be surprised how often that still happens, you're not going to get paid until later. The third one is being really clear about your terms of trade. So get a signed terms of trade signed with your customers. If you need personal guarantees, make sure they're signed and you're really clear about them. If you're selling stock, make sure you get advice from your lawyers around things like remalpa clauses where you retain title to the stock until it's paid for. These are things that can be really important when it comes to collecting those debtors and relying on those terms of trade and the directors or the owners of that business having signed them. Number 4, do your credit checks, know your customer. So get some trade references. Make sure you've actually gone out and checked the creditworthiness of those customers before you actually give them credit. Number 5, put new customers on cash terms for a period. Get to know them. If you can't get their references or you don't know them and you haven't dealt with them before, start small. Give them a small credit balance. Make sure they're clearing that before you extend it. Make sure the credit terms are in line with the sort of turnover. And if it's not being cleared on time, make sure they're strictly enforced. Number 6, strictly enforce your credit limits. If customers aren't paying on time, put them back onto a cash basis, and once you've got their trust again that they're paying on time, move them back onto credit limits. Number 7, and I can't emphasize this one enough, chase the cash. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. If the client or the customer knows that you're going to be chasing your cash the day or the day after it's due, you're more than likely going to get paid before somebody who's lazy and not chasing it. We know from experience with our clients that those who are on the phone and chasing the cash get paid first. Number 8, make it easy to pay. I've experienced this one recently. Received an invoice, there were no BPay details, there were no payment details. The only option was for me to go back into the store to pay it myself. As a result, they didn't get paid until it was convenient for me to go back to the store to actually pay it. Make it really easy for your customers to pay. So whether that having an online portal for you to log into, whether that having BPay details or direct transfer details, make it really easy for people to pay you. Number 9, don't be afraid to refer people to debt collectors. I know it sounds tough, but it's happening, and it's happening more and more at the moment in our society. Unfortunately, debt collectors do have a place to play in our business, and we do need to rely on them from time to time to go out and chase those hard to collect debtors. Once somebody has been through a debt collector though, that customer needs to go back to cash only, and they need to build trust back with you before you give them credit again. The last one, this one might seem a little bit out of left field, but be really strict on settlement discounts and rebates. I'm surprised how many people pay late, but still expect to get early settlement discounts and still expect to get their early settlement rebates. So make sure that you're checking those rebates and making sure you're checking those early settlement discounts and chase people for them. Those bulk purchase rebates, early settlement discounts, they're there for a reason. And if people aren't meeting them, make sure you're getting the extra cash. So anyway, they're my top 10 tips. Hopefully they're helpful. And as always, if there's anything we can help you with, give Business Depot a call. We're always happy to help.